Good morning. Welcome to our latest live video. If you're watching this back, then you'll have to just hold on for just a couple of moments whilst I wait for people to join me. We are reading through Luke's Gospel, and today we are starting in Luke chapter 12. So we've managed to read through 11 chapters of Luke's Gospel, just a few verses a day, over this strange period that we are living in, and it's been 13 weeks, I think, maybe 14 weeks, I'm not quite sure, but we are here and we are still going. Who knows when this will end, these times that we are living in. Maybe it's the new normal and it'll be like this forever. I'm sure not. Good morning, Neil. Good morning, Rebecca. And yeah, I'll give it a few more moments just to see if anyone else is going to join us today. So 12 verses I'm going to be reading from Luke chapter 12, verses 1 through to 12. A fantastically beautiful morning, which always reminds us of the good creation that God has created. All good. So anyway, I'm going to read from Luke 12, verses 1 through to 12. If you've got a Bible, feel free to follow it. It says in verse 1, "Meanwhile, when a crowd of many thousands had gathered, so that they were trampling on one another, Jesus began to speak first to his disciples, saying, 'Be on your guard against the yeast of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. There is nothing concealed that will not be disclosed, or hidden that will not be made known. What you have said in the dark will be heard in the daylight, and what you have whispered in the ear of the inner rooms will be proclaimed from the roofs. I tell you, my friends, do not be afraid of those who kill the body, and after that can do no more. But I will show you whom you should fear. Fear him who, after your body has been killed, has authority to throw you into hell. Yes, I tell you, fear him. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies? Yet not one of them is forgotten by God. Indeed, the very hairs on your head are all numbered. Don't be afraid, you are worth more than many sparrows. I tell you, whoever publicly acknowledges me before others, the Son of Man will also acknowledge before the angels of God. But whoever disowns me before others will be disowned before the angels of God. And everyone who speaks a word against the Son of Man will be forgiven, but anyone who blasphemes against the Holy Spirit will not be forgiven. When you are brought before synagogues, rulers and authorities, do not worry about how you will defend yourselves or what you will say, for the Holy Spirit will teach you at the time what you should say." So that was from Luke chapter 12, verse 1 to 12. And just for the next couple of moments, I'm just going to pick out a couple of parts of it. First of all, we know that as Christians in this planet, on this earth, we will face persecution. I believe that the persecution levels on the planet now are bad, but I think that they're probably going to get worse if we follow what the Bible teaches about persecution and about things that will happen to Christians that Jesus kind of said would happen. I think we've got to be in agreement that persecution is not going away anywhere. It's going to be here, and it makes it tough sometimes, and it makes it hard for us to get through difficult situations, especially when people are being difficult, or we feel up against it, I guess, in regards to what we face. But as it says in verse 5, I think it is, or maybe of Luke 12, he says, "Let me tell you, don't be afraid of those who can kill the body but can't do anything afterwards. Be more fearful of him who can have power to do things after you die." And I guess that in regards to that, for us, we're living not to please man. We live for an audience of one. Anyone who spends any bit of time around me was probably bored of me saying that we live around one, or we live for an audience of one. But the point is really true, and it's really important that we grasp hold of it, because if we truly live for an audience of one, that one not being our wife or husband, not being our kids, not being our boss, not being our friends, not being people that we want approval from, but living for an audience of one being God, it means that we can put our head on a pillow at the end of the day and know, I've lived for you today, God. And if people don't like that, then there's not much more I can do. But if I know that I've done my best to please a God who commands me to love, then I think a lot of people will have been blessed by what I've done. And I want to encourage you with that today in regards to what what Jesus is sharing about who we should fear, because sometimes we live to please man, sometimes we live to please people, sometimes we try and get the approval of others, and I for one love it when people say well done. I love it when people approve of something that I may have done, but I hope and aim to live for not those people, not to please those people. Yes, it's nice, and yes, it's good to get the approval of others, but I absolutely know that if we live for Jesus, and if we aim to please him who has the power to do things after death, then I know that we'll please people that don't have that power. But by being good, by being kind, and by being loving and gracious and forgiving, people like that, and therefore we'll also get the approval of people. But ultimately we should be aiming to live to please that audience of one who gives us the Holy Spirit as our helper and our advocate, which is good news. Hope you enjoy these daily thoughts, that they're a source of encouragement to you. We've got everyone saved from many weeks ago, from the beginning of Luke 1 verse 1. So if you really want to, you can go through all of them. But yeah, I hope you've been blessed this morning. Have a great day. Stay close to him who is able to help you, and you'll have a good day. Thank you very much.